The Qtric consortium of industry members. So first of all, thank you to the Premier Kathleen Wynne, and to fellow dignitaries. You've really driven a stake in the ground and said essentially Ontario is going to be a leader in innovating, which means research, development, demonstration, and commercialization in advanced transportation technologies. That's not a small commitment to make, it's a massive commitment, taking us out of the 19th century and into the 21st century. So thank you for your vision on that regard. I came knocking on behalf of our Qtric Innovation Consortium, and Brad Dogood answered the door and handed us $10 million because his auto team gets it. And I really appreciate that. And Minister Del Duca, you don't know me, but you're about to get to know me really well, because we're talking about a massive Pan-Ontario electric bus initiative. And just to point out, behind us we have a Nova bus. So the Premier drove here in a BYD electric bus that has a really long range when you plug it in at the end of the day. The Nova bus behind us, the green bus here, and also our colleagues from New Flyer, they manufacture in Canada. They're two of our key innovators in Canada. These systems have overhead pantograph systems, so they're very different. They're super fast charging en route. This is a brave new world in terms of how transit's going to look. In all cases, across all of those models, you ultimately need utilities at the table. So just think about the different kind of world we're going to be living in when transit systems and utilities are best friends, because that's never really happened before, but that's what's going to happen, and that's what Qtric is working towards. I just want to conclude by then saying, in my view, in the last year and a half as we've been working with our innovation consortium, it includes companies like Thales, a world leader in driverless train signaling systems. It includes companies like Enbridge Natural Gas, that's helping us to turn cow farts into really good fuel for transportation vehicles. It includes innovative transit systems like Brampton Transit. And many of you will know transit systems do not have R&D budgets. So if you're a transit system thinking about getting involved in this high cost, high risk kind of stuff, you really have to have some good champions on your team. So bravo to Brampton Transit for being on our team. Those kinds of industry members have gotten together and informed me and helped me to understand that it takes three things for us to get to our Paris climate goals. It takes a lot of guts. And this government has demonstrated in its investment today that it has the guts to do it. And why does it take guts? It takes guts because we're going up against industries where people's paychecks are dedicated and built upon a carbonized economy. So it takes a lot of guts to say to people, we're going to shift the economy and shift how you pay your mortgage and shift where you get your money from to a brand new type of clean tech economy. Secondly, it takes vision. And it takes vision to get way beyond just boring emission standards. There's CAFE standards and there's ZEV mandates out there, but those are the kinds of boring emission standards that impel auto companies to do a little bit of work on powertrain. Where we need to get to is absolute radical zero emissions transportation. And I see that vision in our climate strategy, Premier, and that climate strategy is our best friend, so thank you for that. And lastly, it takes relationships. If you're familiar with how government works, and most of you are, there's multiple moving parts at any one given point in time, and something like this initiative involves at least 5 or 6 different ministries. Multiply that across 10 provinces, add in a federal government that has another 5 ministries federally that all touch in these files, and you understand what my working day looks like. Trying to move that amount of inertia into the 21st century is what we have to do, so it's going to take a lot of relationship building. So guts, vision, and relationship building is what I think we have here today in this $10 million announcement. It is the first start. I look forward to getting to know you, Minister, very, very well over the next few months, and I look forward to knocking on the doors of government repeatedly. I just ask that maybe next time I knock on your doors, if you can answer it with Justin Trudeau there, that would really help me out. That would move the needle a little bit more federally as well. So other than that, thank you very much, and I'd like to turn it back to my honorable colleagues. Thank you.